everyone and welcome. My name is Susan and a huge welcome to this YouTube channel all about sketching and creativity. Whether you are new to this channel or are a seasoned regular, today I wanted to share some advice on making sketching relaxing rather than stressful. Now, many of my Inspire members, course students, and those people who follow me for various sketching challenges comment that sketching is for their mental wellness or for their me time. However, I also get a lot of comments from people that are stressed out about sketching wrong, or they aren't natural artists. I'm fully aware that sketching can feel stressful when the end results don't appear how they were in your head when you thought about the idea. So I have two theories on creativity and natural talent. Firstly, we are all born inherently creative. Just look at how toddlers and small children create with complete abandon. No worries about the end result. It's often our education, parenting, friendships, and experiences that change our mindset towards creativity. And that can hamper that inherent freedom that we're born with. Secondly, I also believe that drawing and sketching is a skill like any other, such as running or playing music. I wouldn't expect to run a marathon with no training. I can't play the piano by just sitting in front of it. I would need to practice my scales, learn to read music. It's the same with sketching and drawing. We may be inherently creative, but we still need to learn how to use our materials. So let's be kind to ourselves and think about how we can move from pressure and stress when drawing into easeful and relaxing sketching that boosts your mood and wellness. So my name is Susan and I'm an artist and author. And my current sketchbook work is an expression of my love of plants, botanical knowledge and nature. I'm the founder of the popular 30-day sketchbook challenge, a growing library of online courses, my Inspire sketching membership, and delivering in-person workshops and retreats. My teaching methodology in particular enables time for personal growth, mindfulness, and connection. And it's a combination of my training in fine art, yoga teaching, and botanical studies. Essentially, I am here to help you explore your creativity for wellness and me time, and to connect you with a group of people and a community that wish to do the same. So let's dive in. Okay, so the first thing that I find particularly helpful in making sketching relaxing rather than stressful is to actually not draw objects in particular, but simply try your materials out. And this has two main benefits. Number one, it helps you to understand your materials, which again gives confidence in your sketching, which reduces those stress levels. But also it stops that pressure on a sketch having to look like a something, i.e. observational drawing, where we're drawing an object and representing it in 2 dimensions on the sketchbook page. When you play with your materials, and I'm specifically using the word play because it just has that sense of freedom. It's fun, it's free, and when we play with our materials, immediately that makes me smile, it makes my stress levels reduce, and we can just experiment. It's so important as creatives to allow creative expression and freedom, and simply making marks with pencils, paints, paintbrushes, any materials that you have, and understanding how they work. What happens when you press hard? What happens when you just make a light touch? What happens when you mix colours and experiment and mix materials? It just gives that wonderful sense of freedom and of course helps you to relax and enjoy those sketchbooks. Okay, so for my second tip or second bit of advice today, I want to talk about not comparing yourselves to others. And this can be really difficult to put into practice because I know myself that I love looking at what other artists and sketchers do in their sketchbooks, what works they are creating. But I find that when I'm consuming, when I'm looking, when I'm observing what other people are doing, I'm often not creating myself. And what this also does is it leads to comparison. And comparison is absolutely the thief of joy. When we are consuming, we are not creating. And I think it's wonderful to look at what other people are doing, but sometimes you just need to shut the doors. You need to switch it all off and just create in your own way. Just do what you want to do without comparing yourself to others. Very often when we see people on social media, on YouTube, we are seeing them in a slightly curated context. We are not seeing all the messy middle. So if you are a beginner to sketching or have been doing it just for a few months or years, if you compare yourself to somebody who does this for a job, who does it full time, maybe as an illustrator, it's gonna be an unfair comparison, and that's not gonna make you feel good. And we want sketching to make you feel good, to help you to relax and de-stress. So don't compare yourself to others, just create for yourself, switch off that social media and just enjoy sketching for you. Okay, so another great way to help make sketching relaxing and enjoyable is to pick subject matters that you really love and enjoy. So when I sketch, I tend to choose things that make me happy. So I, for example, love plants and nature. So I'll often sketch plants in all ways, shapes and forms. I often love to go out and walk, and for me, being out in nature, I find relaxing and de-stressing because it makes me happy. It makes me remember that time and that place where I was stood looking at that view or that particular plant that I bought and I want to sketch it. So I select things that make me happy. Now, of course, the things that you find inspiring might be completely different. You might find your pets, your children, people inspiring. You can draw whatever you want in your sketchbooks. And when you draw things you enjoy, I promise you this will help to make you happy and relaxed. So the next way to help make your sketchbook practice relaxing rather than stressful is to actually set aside specific time for your sketching practice. And this doesn't need to be lots of time, but carving out time within your day, whenever it might be, means that you can come to your sketchbook knowing that you're not going to be disturbed and that this is the space that you have allowed for your sketching. You've given yourself permission to sketch and enjoy it. And that can be just relaxing in itself. Now, let me give you an example. I am not a morning person. I am absolutely not a morning person. I am a night owl. So I know that if I try and do sketching and creative things early in the morning, it just feels groggy. It feels difficult. I have to really make an effort for this to happen. So I tend to sketch lunchtimes, afternoons, and evenings. That's when I'm at my absolute most creative. So set aside time, it doesn't have to be long, and make it a time that allows it to be easeful when you come to the sketchbook page. Okay, so for my next tip, and I did touch on this very briefly in the last point, and that is make your sketching practice short bursts. And this is especially important if you are new to your sketchbook, if you're a beginner, if you're not in a regular habit already. Just start with 2 minutes a day. Make it very, very short. Don't put pressure on yourself that you need to sit for an hour and create something that looks finished by just saying, I'm only going to do a minute. I'm just going to do a little doodle. I'm just going to make something really small. And I find that pretty easeful. When I know that my sketchbook practice only needs to be a couple of minutes, I can do that. I can fit that in whenever, and I can very likely do that on a regular basis. I can find 2 to 5 minutes every single day, 2 minutes a day, and you can build from there. And sometimes you find that when you're in the flow of your sketching, when you've done your couple of minutes, you might want to take longer. And I tell you what, by the end of that longer time period, you will feel more relaxed. Okay, so here I want to talk about the actual sketching itself. And what I'd like you to do is forget about the end result. So what I mean by this is when you're sketching, I just want you to enjoy the practice and the process of sketching. I want you to enjoy the space where you're sketching. I want you to enjoy and savor the pages of your sketchbook. And by tuning into that practice, tuning into sketching as a mindfulness practice, it immediately relaxes us. So slow the breath down, savor your materials, spend time looking at what you're drawing. Even if you are doing marks with a pencil and you're just trying your materials out, look at your pencil, look at those marks, observe, just slow it down. If you then get a drawing or a sketch that you really do enjoy at the end, brilliant, it's a bonus, but it's not the end goal. The end goal is to enjoy the practice and savor it in a relaxing and mindful way. So just bear that in mind next time you open your sketchbook. Now, the final thing that I'm going to suggest that you do is invest in tuition. Some people don't always invest in tuition and knowledge, and actually I think this is really important. It can be helpful to be shown different ways of using your materials. Again, it gives you confidence and it helps you to relax into your sketching. The other thing is it's actually really nice just to be told what to do. I love doing an online course with another tutor. I love attending courses and seminars and things myself, because I can not be the teacher for once, I can be the student, and being told what to do, sometimes how to do it and what approach to come to, and you haven't got to think about what to draw. You just go, oh, okay, today I'm drawing a cat. Oh, okay, tomorrow I'm drawing this book. And it stops the overthinking, which sometimes can be what makes a creative practice, or deciding what to sketch can be stressful. Opening that blank page can be really stressful. And the final thing that actually taking tuition does is it skills you up. So sometimes our skills need to grow for us to achieve the end result that we have pictured in our minds. And so by investing in tuition, you can close that skills gap, you can learn things and fast track your learning and your knowledge of sketching, and hopefully make sketching again relaxing rather than stressful. So to finish this video and discussion today, another concept that can be helpful to remember is that there's no way to sketch wrong. These are your sketchbooks and you can do what you want. So do take a look at my video that discusses this topic in a lot more detail. Check out the video called "You Cannot Sketch Wrong. There is no such thing as the sketchbook police." Happy sketching, everybody, and I hope sketching today makes you relax.